Hi sophomores. As we start this research process, I want to go through the assignment sheet with you because the assignment sheet really does give you a step-by-step guide in going through this whole research process as you look through and review information about a particular product. So let's take a look here. Directions. As you go through the research process, follow the steps below to help guide you with the project. So step 1 is to choose your product. Okay, and below you're going to see a box with some possible ideas. Now this is not an exhaustive list. If you'll note here in the very right hand column on the bottom, it just says your choice. So you have a lot of different options. You can look at kitchen appliances. You can look at computer parts or computers or gaming devices. You can look at larger scale products like vehicles or water toys, exercise equipment, hunting equipment. The possibilities are really endless. The point is for you to look up a product that you have some sort of interest in, perhaps because you're interested in the product yourself, or you're thinking about purchasing it for somebody else. At any rate, you have to have some sort of interest in the product. So again, this list is not exhaustive, but it's a start for you just to begin thinking about what you'd like to do. Once you do have a product chosen, you're going to be looking for some independent sites, right? And we've talked about that already. And as you find these independent sites, this is a sheet here for you. It says step 2, as you research your product, document your findings on the product note sheet. So these are all linked here. So if I click this, this will be your second step, which you will get to at some point this week, okay? If I click on that, I'm just going to pull that document up here, and it says product note sheet, resources for finding reviews. And in here there's another link which gives you some information about where might I start looking. Okay, so use this link, which is within the product note sheet, to help you start to navigate through your search. Okay, so again, this is a link embedded within the product note sheet. But let's take a look at the product note sheet. You're going to have your name here, the product, official website for the product, your general notes about the product based on what the company highlights about it. Can you find a commercial or advertisement created by the company? What do they say about their own product? Then down here, you're going to have your first independent review. You're going to cite the source using either EasyBib or Citation Machine. Again, everything is linked here for you. And then your notes based on that independent review. Consumer Reports is a good place to start in terms of independent review sites, okay? So you may want to start there. And then, of course, your second independent review site and your notes. And so forth. We just keep moving on. Okay, what you're learning about, what customers say about your product, where did you find the review, and so forth. Okay, so you're going to want to fill this out as you start your research. And again, this week you're going to be looking for those 2 independent review sites. Okay, so you should have part of this filled out. And at the end of the week, you are going to take this information, or at least parts of this information, and you're going to turn it in via a Google form. Okay, so that's something I just wanted to point out to you, that this is here to help you. And I'm going to go back now again to this assignment sheet because we just looked at step 2. We have step 3. And this won't come right away. This won't happen this week, but I just want you to be aware of it. Step 3 says to take the information, take the information you researched, and you're going to prioritize it. Okay, use this graphic organizer to help you determine what is the most important information about your product. Okay, and so if you click here, again, everything is embedded here for you within this assignment sheet. If you click here, You have a set of directions. Use this graphic organizer to help you prioritize your product findings. Note, social proof, whoops, I must be on here twice somewhere, or customer reviews are just as important as the independent findings as long as your findings are true to the quality of the product. Your job is to recognize the bias. And think about that. When you're about to buy something or you're thinking about buying something, oftentimes we will look up reviews or you'll ask people that you trust. Perhaps a neighbor, a family member who already owns the product. You will ask people. Oftentimes, word of mouth is very important. If you even think about businesses, what changes your opinion to visit a certain business you've never been to? You might have heard from somebody, a trusted person, that this business does A, B, and C, or whatever it might be that you think that you might benefit from, visiting that business, buying a particular product or using a particular service that business specializes in. So again, it is just as important to look at those review sites that are from customers, and your job is just to recognize if somebody's being completely biased or not. Okay, I'm going to go back to that assignment sheet. Well, I suppose before I do that, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I should just point out a few ideas here. So you're going to name the product, what makes it special in your own words based on your findings, showcase the product's key features. Okay, and this is really going to help you, this graphic organizer is going to help you set up for your persuasive letter that you're going to be writing. Okay, you're going to want to pull out what's most relevant, what's most important, what are the product's benefits, who would benefit from the product, what are the product's pros and cons. Okay, now for you to write a persuasive letter, you need to be aware of the pros and the cons. Product accuracy, does the product match the description? Okay, how much does it cost? And we could continue going down further, but I just wanted to give you a bit of information about this graphic organizer. And then step 4, now that you have sifted through all the information and determined what is most important, write your persuasive letter. And then here is a link, see the effective persuasive letter for tips on how to organize your letter. And if I click that link, it's just going to open up and it's going to help you out. Okay? And it says, excuse me, a strong persuasive letter should include the following. So 1, who is your audience? Remember, you're choosing your audience. This is the person, reader, with the authority to deliver the action in which you desire. Okay? This is going to be in your salutation, right? The very beginning portion of your letter. Now you need to capture the audience's attention. What can you say to engage that reader? That's going to be in your first paragraph. It's just shortened here, okay? First paragraph just means first paragraph. Number 3, you need to be clear. Let the reader know what it is that you want in and engage in an engaging yet concise manner. That's in your first paragraph too. Share your findings. Okay, what did you find during this research process? Okay, what makes your product so great? Why should somebody buy this for you, or why should somebody else want it? Okay, that is in your second paragraph. And if you go down and just continue looking, you're going to see everything is highlighted for you and where to put it, and it lists your paragraphs. And then, of course, we end with your closing salutation. Okay, so again, you can find all of this information here for you on the assignment sheet. Okay, and the only thing I just want to point out one more time is on this product note sheet. Let me see, I know I have it pulled up somewhere up here, and I have so much on my screen right now that I can't see it. I'll just open it up one more time. On this product note sheet here. Right here. I just want to point out one more time that if you're unsure of where to go, to click this source here, right? It says resources for finding reviews. And if we click that, it's going to give you some ideas. Okay? This is not an exhaustive list by any means, but it will help you. Okay? It'll help you start. And you're going to learn as you go along and do this. You're going to learn. Just like any of us, if we're trying to find information about a particular service, product, business, whatever it might be. We learn as we go through that process, and that's exactly what you're going to be doing as you go through this research process. Okay? If you have any questions for me, feel free to email me or set up a video conference. Thank you.